disrespect me, I'm gonna spank your ass. I don't give a fuck how rich you got. On the block, I'm your big brother. I will break a big ass down.
Rest in peace, Tupac Shakur. Chokenojoke. Let's go. Alright, we still riding, baby. Your Royce drop the. Let's go, y'all. You love someone like me, and I want to make a wifey. I know a nigga want to fight me, not in the elevator want to fight me. I do you like you do dudes, drag your ass up and down the Ave. You want to go and drop a bag, cause you ain't half the man that I am. Still mad? Yeah, we know. Liminals they flow. Look, so the she a bad afro. Scarecrow. And he ain't shit without me though. Yes. You wicked witches. Let's get it going. Oh, Black Dot in the house. Let's go. Black Dot in the house. Let's go. Y'all ready? Coming in. He coming in. We ready to get it going. Choke no joke. It's the one y'all been waiting for. You heard? Yeah, you hear it. It's about to go down. Why is he not coming in? What's going on? Let's see. Where's Black Deezy? Where's Black Deezy? What up, y'all? We're in the building. YouTube, Instagram. What's the word, y'all? We here. I don't know why Black Dot ain't coming in yet. What happened? Let me try again. Hold on. Here we go. Bang. See if that works. Here we go. Bam!
Okay.
We're in the building.
Okay.
We're in the building.
What it is.
You know, they've been waiting for this for a long time, man.
I know, King. I know.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun today.
Absolutely. What's good with you?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. I was riding around for a little minute. I had to get out and, like, see some scenery.
Absolutely. Staying in the house will drive you crazy.
You know what I mean? Man.
So you got to get out and get some fresh air and none of that fear shit. You got to get out there. You know?
Yeah.
They's out here looking at you like you alien now and shit. How they got us, King.
Yeah, it's like, I'll be going jogging and I see somebody coming in my path. I'll go all the way in the street.
Exactly. Shit is crazy.
I don't know, but what are we supposed to do right now, man?
I mean, we got to kind of acquiesce to what's going on because, you know, everybody's on edge right now. You know what I mean? So it's a lot going on and you just want to kind of accommodate because I wear a mask just to really make other people comfortable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because if I want to get fresh air, but when other people see you without a mask, they're looking at you like, yo, what the fuck is your problem? I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I wear a mask just to kind of, you know, make other people comfortable from time to time. But they're trying to condition us to some shit for what's coming, man. So we gotta have to brace ourselves. And this is gonna get a little crazy on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I got this, like, you know, some of my people that work in the medical field, they sent me like this chart that they got from the government and the CDC that it said like I'm in Georgia, and they said like in Georgia on April 19th, there's going to be a spike. How do y'all know that?
Right. So my mind is a little crazy. I know that's the day before Hitler's birthday. So a lot of these, you know, these devils, they honor that shit on the low. So that's probably going to be when the next piece of the ritual kick in for them to do what they want. Because remember, Hitler was doing some similar shit. You know what I'm saying? During that time. So we almost kind of replicating a lot of that shit going on. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. And, you know, the Bulls, you know, documentary dropped that day. I'm pretty sure they got shit to do with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just basic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's getting scary, and not too many people really know what to do. A lot of people are losing people. I lost some people. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So, and then it's like, even when you losing people, it's not even the same way of grieving, because now they say, all right, meet us in the grandkids, the cousins. How does that work?
And like you said, you can't even grieve. And we've even lost some prominent people in the community. Dr. Africa, a few people who've contributed years and years, and we can't even give them a proper send-off. And if you lose your moms or somebody and you can't send her off correctly, that's going to have psychological effects. And then before you know it, the phone ring again. Yo, because my phone rang 5 times today. You know what I mean? With me going on Facebook, oh, my man, I just talked to him. Oh, he passed. Oh, and these are healthy people. These are people from all walks. So I'm not sure what's going on, God, with, you know, how the algorithms of how this shit is working. I have no idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we all are blind to this, like, for the most part. This is something that none of us, I don't care if you 99 years old right now, you have not experienced this.
Right. And I've been so-called called the conspiracy theorist all my life. But I thought this was coming at this particular time, because the community I'm from, we've been preparing people a long time. Listen, this government is, stop thinking they're your friends. You know what I mean? They got a whole nother plan, and we always got to be prepared. So we've been talking New World Order. We've been talking vaccines. We've been talking all of this biochemical stuff. And people, you know, they call us a bunch of hotel niggas, look at us like we crazy. And here we are in the midst of the storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the storm. And I just want to send my condolences out to those who have lost somebody, you know what I'm saying, who's dealing with grief, who don't want to hear all that crazy shit. So I get it, but we still got to stay focused on how we're going to get through this, because the world will probably never be the same after this, God. How do you go back to normal shit after it's truckloads and tractor trailer loads of bodies, you know what I'm saying, in every state, you know what I mean? So it's a little crazy.
Right. But the thing that puzzles me about this whole thing is, like, places like Russia and North Korea, where they have little to no cases. So
Right.
Is that they not playing the politics with the rest of the people, the rest of the countries of the world?
And those are great questions, because I heard Russia don't have no 5G technology. And I'm going to start by saying, I'm not saying that this is a 5G event. I'm simply saying some of the things that are taking place, it's just interesting. Like places like Russia, they do things certain differently. And their media is probably not hyping this thing up. I tell people stop watching the news, God, because it's murder, death, kill, murder, death, 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 death. Corona, and you don't get a chance to breathe. And then you start taking that energy on. And here's the thing. They said people who are sick are most vulnerable. But if I'm sick and I'm listening to y'all, I'm getting sicker. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm dealing with stress.
Yes.
And my emotions, and then they wish you into the hospital. And I don't know what's going on in there. So it's an interesting thing. And we all have time now to kind of just glance at what's going on. But this is an interesting time, too, because for some people, they don't look at it negative. But even in this negativity, there's something positive that can come out of this if we begin to focus and finally pay attention to what's important and what's not. You know what I mean? You know, not to sidetrack, but you mean, Drake just dropped the fucking song about left foot, right foot. In this day and time, you know what I mean? With all we going through, you could have did something positive. You could have did God's Plan, a remix about how we can get through this, and you drop a left foot, right foot song. Start paying attention to the people you think are important, because this is the time that they're gonna have to show improve.
Right. And that's why, like, with this like the situation with the jails going on, with all these dudes with these cameras in the jail showing us what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh, you always talking about Jay-Z. Oh, you always talking about Jay-Z. You always talking about Jay-Z. All right, but what about the nigga? Like I put a post up that Miss Tina Knowles posted on her page on February 18th, 2020, where she's like basically saying, I had what y'all got to say now. Jay-Z just got $100 million from the NFL. What do y'all got to say about that? Y'all was talking about him cutting Colin Kaepernick's throat or whatever. Well, now he got $100 million for the NFL for prison reform. That's the energy of her text or of her post. So I post that like, okay, now she's bragging about him getting the money. What is he doing with it? Forget the money. Forget the $100 million that the NFL gave him. Y'all keep saying he's a billionaire. And he's the head of prison reform. Him, Meek Mills, Yo Gotti. Where are they at?
Well, I'm going to ask a question. Has Jay-Z been to jail? I don't know.
Never. He been in the booking for the unstabbing, but that ain't even 12 hours.
Okay.
So he don't know. He can't relate.
Right. So if he's going to get that $100 million, it's time to show and prove now. See, it's one thing to get the $100 million and you cipher it out, put some money in your back pocket to give off the illusion that you're doing something for the people. That's not going to work now. You gotta the shit is hitting the fan. That money needs to be up. You need to be active with everything you're doing because it's bad out there. And these people, even though they did crime, don't deserve to live in a subhuman condition. And if that's what the money was for, you know what I'm saying? Along with your billion, why don't you match that $100 million? And let's really get a movement going. And you know what I'm saying? And we can really see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's how I feel. But people just feel like, oh, yo, you hate Jay-Z. You hate Jay-Z. Look, I'm not fond of the nigga. I love the nigga music. But when y'all sit here and praise him just because of the music, I contributed to his success too. You want to see how many CDs I got?
Absolutely, yeah. And
so don't tell me about I just hate the nigga. I made the nigga rich too, just like the rest of us. But he not putting up, right? Y'all keep praising him. You got Tina Knowles talking about, oh yeah, he got $100 million. I like my man Nick. He hit me, oh, well, it takes some time for the $100 million to get in place for him to do something with it. So you telling me if he went and bought a fucking house for $100 million, how long before could he move in?
Immediately.
Exactly. Like, get out of here with that bullshit. Niggas always defending this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a regular man.
But here's the thing. You hit it right on I want to say this too. I tell people, because I've been on Jay-Z case for a minute myself, I'm a Jay-Z fan, not a Jay-Z stan, which means he's not above reproach. And the reason I bring so much heat, because with great power comes great responsibility. And you're no greater than anybody else. And this proves it, because the virus don't give a shit. If me and him walk outside right now, he can have $100 million or $1 billion, and I can have $20, and the virus can smite both of us. So this is a great time for the fans across the world to begin to take inventory of the people you put up on a pedestal. Like, what true value are they adding to your life in this day and time right now? Because you could fuck around and catch corona listening to some of these niggas' music. And I know that shit sounds crazy, right. But let's think about it.
Right.
If the music, because music is magnetic. Let's say the music is toxic. You in your house, you ingesting those toxic fucking thoughts, and here come the fucking corona because, the magnetic pull of all that shit.
Right.
I challenge everybody to find 5 albums in your house right now that you can listen to raise the vibration in your house while you burning your sage or you taking your herbs. What can you play that's going to inspire you right now? Because these are hard times. You want to keep playing that murder, keep playing the death, keep playing the drug dealing. I don't give a shit about how many cars you have right now, because Corona's not going, oh, don't fuck with him. He got cars. Corona's setting motherfuckers at will. So now is the time that shows and prove we all on the same plane. And I can respect you for your music, but I'm a man just like you a man. And if you are going to put yourself on a pedestal and talk about all of this shit you doing, now is the time, because I don't want to see a hokey pokey dance, and I don't want to hear all that other shit, or stay home and like you did your job. Diddy got a fucking panel. Now he want to jump out in front. And
right.
We need to deal with the issue. We've been need to dealing with these issues, and y'all better start paying attention to who's important and what's important.
And to piggyback off what you just said about Diddy, I'm gonna give him a little credit because he's going on Instagram saying, "Hey, even though it's BS to me, but he's using it as an opportunity to be out there. He even used the opportunity to put some messages out there. But what I didn't respect about that town hall he had is he's asking for donations.
Right.
What are you getting donations for? A billionaire? You got $999 million. Take 1 million out of that 999 plus one more that makes it a billion and do something with it. You asking niggas for money?
Or gather all your rich friends, the black excellence friends, and y'all put something in place to get this shit popping. We ain't got no jobs. We sitting at home.
And you asking people for money.
Yes.
And y'all rich?
Right.
Y'all niggas is stinking rich billionaires running around, yachting in our face, Maybaching in our face, necklaces in our face. That's a choker reference. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is so rich, right? But you asking the people for money, but you keep saying you're a billionaire.
Right.
Why don't all y'all niggas take 1 million each? Jay-Z, Diddy, Dr. Dre, Pharrell, and then 46 more of those. Y'all got 50 million. Why don't y'all do something? Why y'all want something from the niggas that y'all blocking from getting the millions?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But they don't truly respect us. We're the food source. So they're gonna continue to even dip into the pool of resources, which is the people, in a time of crisis. This is what I mean by watch who your friends are or the people that you're giving all your energy to, because where they at now? Besides giving you an Instagram battle, no disrespect, I know some, we need a few minutes to, clear our head and all that, but don't get distracted by all of that. Stay focused. You know what I mean? How many people have called you to check on you, see if you had a few dollars? How many people? Why don't they run a little fucking marathon and people call in and they send $50 to this person, $100 to that person? They could do 1,000 of those,
right? And
still, I'm waiting. I haven't heard from a lot of these artists.
No, you're not. Only person I'm going to respect right now, as far as giving to the people, is Cardi B. Right. She doing something with Fashion Nova where they're giving $1,000 to the people every hour for 24 hours or something, like 48 hours. That's about 50 grand that they just giving away. You know what I'm saying? And she's speaking up, even though she might get her ass clipped because
she's not a part of that shit as much as we think she is.
Right.
She's real with it, and she just says what comes from her heart. While the rest of these niggas, I keep telling people, these niggas is owned by corporations. So they can't come out and just speak the truth to the people. They got to think about if the corporation who got their hand up their ass will allow them to do so.
Right.
That's why I respect artists from the 80s and 90s. You can say what you want, but when Public Enemy, KRS-One, X-Clan, Brand Nubian, they were really activists with what they was doing, and these corporations got smart. So now nigga got to think, damn, my Pepsi deal. Fuck them people. You know what I mean? And it gets real crazy because ain't nobody saying nothing other than stay in the house. That's the right thing to do. Stay in the house.
And where's my song? Tamika Mallory. Where they at? Where they at right now? Rock Nation funds them to go to the jail. They pay for their flights. They pay for their hotels. You didn't know that, did you?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I noticed. Inside source. They be paying for them to move around. That's why when the Gucci thing was going on, Tamika Mallory and them, they didn't have nothing to say to Beyonce wearing the Gucci joint.
They look the other way.
You know what I'm saying? When Kaepernick and Jay-Z backdoor Kaepernick, my song said, "Oh, I stand with Jay-Z and I nail with Cap." You out in the fence.
On the fence. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But where are they now? That it's real, like, Yandy and all of them was in front of the jail when the Love and Hip Hop cameras was out there. Right. Now it's real.
Now it's real.
Where are y'all at? We don't see y'all doing nothing right now. Y'all all quiet.
Everybody's quiet.
You know what I'm saying? Why aren't they at Jay-Z and Diddy and them like, yo, We need some of that bread, yo. These niggas is in the jails right now going crazy. These niggas is quiet.
It is kind of quiet. I ain't gonna lie, joke. It is kind of quiet out there. And I don't do a lot of Instagram surfing, but I be out there listening. And I'm saying now is that moment where we need to hear something, man. We need, and niggas need to put their money where their mouth is. Don't tell me to buy your album when this shit is all done. You know what I mean? And your album is on that same toxic shit. I don't want to hear it. We're in a new day and time, and so the epoch that we're about to engage on is different at this time, man. So I'm only telling the people, pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to your close friends too. How many of them are calling you? This is the time where you can take inventory on all that shit.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And all these people you put up on a pedestal, you've been giving your energy to, you've been giving your money to, you've been giving your time to. You ready to cut my head off because I said something about one of your favorite artists? You ready to fight? Some of these niggas be online ready to fight.
Yo, I get the Jay-Z niggas be ready to jump out the window to come get me over this nigga.
Yeah.
But where's he at now for y'all? He ain't even show his face. Where they at? They no PSA. Yo, not even to stay home. You know what I'm saying? Now, yo, I'm going to donate this. And then they talking about him and Meek Mill gave 100,000 masks to the jails. What jail?
Yeah. And as much as these niggas love photo ops, you know they would have been out there on a photo op tip. As much as these niggas love to be on photos, they would have been out there like this. I don't see none of it.
None of it. Only one that's going to capitalize is Puff because he knows how to capitalize off the moment. He's great at it.
Yeah, he great at getting in front of that moment. Absolutely.
But yo, you know what? We don't have no more black leaders. Remember in the time of the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? Who's our Martin Luther King? Who is our Malcolm X today?
I have no idea. I have no idea who you can lean on and say, this person has integrity.
Where's Jesse Jackson? Where's Al Sharpton in them? Al Sharpton, he don't even count. He's like, I look at him as Puffy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But that if most people pay attention, then they get to see these people you praising and putting on a pedestal or giving your time and money to, they're not there. No integrity, none. And if you own by a corporation, don't even tell me that you're not an agent. You're a fucking agent. If you can't come out and say what you want to say to help the people, because you know we going through some shit, because you got to be filtered through 3 corporations that tell you that fucks up our brand when you go out and go against, what's going on. I don't want to hear from you. I don't have time for that shit.
And New York City is the worst spot right now.
This is ground zero. And
these dudes is from New York City, and they supposed to be the richest dudes in the industry. You see them running through the city with trucks of masks and food, and I see dudes from the hood, the new Black Panthers going in projects, setting up, giving out food, and they ain't got a tenth of the money that these dudes got.
Right. But they in touch and in tune with their community, and they doing the best that they can do to check up on the elderly and make sure you at least got a meal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen the police trying to stop them from doing that.
Yeah. I saw them arrest a doctor who was testing people for corona on the street. He was a doctor, wasn't in New York City, and they arrested him. He's like, wait, I'm out here risking my own life to test to see if the homeless need some kind of services, and they arrest him. I saw the cops pull a dude off the train, off the bus in New York City because he didn't have a mask, 7 cops. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wouldn't it have been smart to just hand him a mask and say, brother, put the mask on?
Right.
Y'all could have avoided all that bullshit, beating them down, choking them and shit. Just gave him a mask and said, put the mask on.
And why it has to be physical abuse for somebody that don't have a mask on? Y'all not scared of catching it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the other community, I ain't gonna say their name because they're zappers, but the dudes with the black hats and the sideburns is having funerals.
Big time. And they looking at the police like, I dare you. You know what I mean? So, and that's a clear sign of of power too. That's the closest to probably a sovereign community we're gonna see because they got their own police department. Well, you know, their own ambulances, schools, businesses. And when you come through there, you're gonna have to respect that. But they don't respect us because we could do the same thing for a prominent figure in our community, and they would be out there with guns and hosing us down with
dogs, everything. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I just don't I don't know, man. And then like another a sidebar on this, you know, I was talking to my man Gip from Goody Mob, and I'm telling him these dudes like Jay, he's funded by Live Nation.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna take a hit.
Yes.
Because Live Nation is his funding. Live Nation ain't throwing they don't have a venue filled right now, and the concert promotion business just took a $9 billion hit.
Yep. So guess who's gonna suffer from that? The movie industry is taking a hit. This is what I mean by I don't care how many private jets you got, because you ain't got nowhere to fucking go.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we all in the same plane, and this is a great opportunity to really unite, you know what I'm saying, and get some real work done, because all your cars and jewelry don't mean nothing. You can put it on in the house and flex on me, but that's pretty much it. If we both come outside, we both vulnerable to the same issues that are going on in the community. And this is going to be a wake-up call, because when they turn the lights back on, whenever that is, a lot of people you think got money, I already know you know, ain't got no money. A lot of these rappers are two concert shows away from being back in the fucking hood.
That's right. That's right. Like I seen Meek post his last post. He got about maybe 10, 20 grand on the table, a blunt in his hand, a PlayStation controller on the table. And somebody said, hey, yo, this is what you posting right now? In a time like this?
Right.
And you talking about prison reform?
Yes.
Oh, you forgot you was just locked up a minute ago. And everybody was championing for you to get out. Right. Now, if you was in there, you'll be begging everybody to help you get out right now. But you got money on the table that you can't even go spend no goddamn where.
Right. This is why I mean a lot of these dudes are so far detached from what's really going on, because that's some insensitive shit. You know what I'm saying? These people don't have jobs. It's people, the whole middle class, people who had legitimate jobs are at home now, hoping that, you know, so they can get something coming through, and you just gonna throw that on the table like I'm good.
Y'all out there struggling. Y'all got problems. I don't. But 2 years ago, you was on the Breakfast Club talking about you ain't have money to pay your lawyer's fees, and Jay-Z had to pay them.
Right. And I think I respect Meek in the sense that I think he's come to a change in his life. You know, I think this whole situation of him getting home has showed him something, but you got to stay true to that. You can't be walking that line like this when it's convenient for you to walk that line. Then when it's convenient for you to play a victim, and now you want to help, you know, the prison, and then fuck that, put my cash on the table. You got to stay true to that if that's what you're really going to be about.
Right. Well, putting the cash on the table, like you said, it probably is some very some sensitive, like, yeah, man, like at this time right now, it's somebody in his family that needs some money, right? You know what I'm saying? Free World, thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, it's like you flossing at a time like this?
Right. Absolutely. Not the time, bro. Get on there and at least speak from your heart and say, listen, I know what's going on out here. I'm here to help. Let's get something done. The last thing I want to see is your bread on the table, like you getting it like that. And like you said,
when there's niggas out here robbing people right now because they ain't got nothing.
In the next week or so, joke, the wolves gonna come out. And you know, when the wolves come out, because they're not gonna be sitting home with they blickies in their pocket, and the kids is hungry. I'm telling you that shit now.
No, so they're gonna be trying to find out where he at and where that money at on that table.
Right. So be careful, because you already saw what happened to Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? Niggas will run up on you. you know what I mean, and get you. You know what I mean? And side note for the brothers and sisters in the hood, they might be running up on you for your groceries. You might have to shop in the middle of the night, leave the groceries in the fucking car.
Oh, nah, yo, in Atlanta, them niggas is sitting on you in Walmart. And when you pull up at the crib, they jumping out and they taking your groceries.
Exactly. So that's what's coming next. You
know what I mean? That's happening already. Not coming next. I just told you that's happening.
Shit.
Niggas is robbing people for their groceries.
Yeah, man. And you got 20 racks on the table like it's all good. All right.
Right.
All right. Shit. You know?
Hey, I don't know, man. But on the lighter note, what you think about this battle tonight between Primo and RZA?
I think it's gonna be a good one. Normally I wouldn't get too involved, but these are two primary hip hop DJs and producers from an era who really respected the craft. So I'm interested to see, how it lays out. Premier, ill DJ built that boom bap sound. RZA got his own style, and RZA can tap into so many chambers because he produced for so many members of his own crew, right, and tried to give them all their own signature sound. So tonight I'll be tuned in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See how that goes. Yeah.
And the thing I like about both of them is that both of them really barely sample. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna hear a bunch of puffy Jermaine Dupri music. We're gonna hear some raw, gritty.
Premier samples, but it's so complex and how he chop his shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? That you got to go digging in your crates to figure it out. He ain't gonna do no loops. It ain't gonna be a whole fucking loop and just a weak ass beat. He gonna chop.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go, what the fuck was that? And RZA gonna pull some shit out, some unreleased ODB shit, or it's gonna get lovely.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure Premier got some unreleased shit too.
Right. All right. So who you going with? You gotta pick one. I'm going with Premier. I'm gonna tell you. I'm going with Primo.
I'm going with Premier. I think in the end, I think it's gonna be close. But I think Premier, who's produced for so many artists, is gonna lay it down at the end. But it's gonna be close. I just think he's gonna pull something out of his bag, and it's gonna make me jump out my seat.
Right.
So I'm gonna take Premier in this one.
Yeah, I hope they keep it like 20 songs a piece or 10 songs a piece, something like that. Like I think they should do like 10 songs or 20 songs, but only a verse and a hook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just so we ain't gotta listen to the whole ass song. You know what I'm saying? Keep that like hit after hit.
Yeah, verse and a hook, and then you follow up with a verse and a hook on something.
Right.
And we skip and enjoy that shit, like something up,
right,
something down, and something to talk about. And because these two guys are not capping for fame or none of that kind of shit, these are humble producers. So I want to put my energy behind that. You know what I
mean? Right. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good night. I'm out there at the liquor store.
People jumped on Teddy Riley because he wanted to charge people, but we can't assume Ted got money. Ted sold all of this publishing for the Michael Jackson shit, and I didn't get offended by it. You know what I mean? But it's just that in a time like now, ain't nobody got no money, bro.
Right. And who's mad? Who's mad if people want to pay for it?
Right.
Like if we wasn't in this situation and they was doing this battle at the Garden, we gonna go buy tickets. So why y'all mad if he want to get paid for it?
Absolutely.
They should get paid for it.
Yep.
Just like I don't know if you've seen the situation with Kid Capri and DJ Scratch.
No, I didn't see that one.
Well, what happened is when they, D Nice got all that attention from DJing online, and everybody
piggybacked on it and
replicated
it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So when everybody started doing it, some of the people that was DJing, they was giving up their cash app for donations.
Okay.
Nothing's wrong with that. Kid Capri had a problem with that. Yo, why y'all taking donations? We supposed to be doing this for the love of the game, this, that, and the other. It's nothing wrong. If I could go and buy a CD,
right,
why wouldn't I donate to somebody that's playing music for me? I don't care if I'm at home. If I appreciate it, I'm going to donate to them. It's nothing wrong with that.
It's not, because it's not a requirement. That means if I appreciate what I'm hearing and I want to hit you, because how many times listen, in the business me and you in, and people love the information to go, you know what? I ain't got much, but I'm going to send Choke a few, or I'm going to send Dot a few dollars. Right. If you appreciate the hard work, effort, research that we put into what we do and our craft, there's nothing wrong with that.
At all.
I mean, because DJs, like we said, most of them are 2 gigs away from being just as broke as everybody else. So putting their cash app out there might have just been their way of saying, listen, it ain't all sweet as you think it is. You know what I mean? And if you appreciate it, hit a brother up. You know what I mean? Right.
And then I seen Envy, you know, turn around and do a thing where, you know, all the DJs come together, and the DJs that's broke, that's messed up, they send the money. You know what I'm saying? So if Envy could put something together to send broke DJs money, Kid Capri, why you got a problem with dudes that's DJing online, playing music, and asking for donations? There's nothing wrong with that.
But see, from Kid Capri's standpoint, he probably think just his money might be a little longer. So he's doing it purely for the love, but don't underestimate what my pockets are saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when the shit went down, I had 9 shows. I know a couple of DJs who told me, yo, I had 9 shows lined up. You know what I mean? And I lost $18,000 or whatever the case may be. When you counting that money, right, and then this happened, you can't recover from that. You may never recover from that.
Right.
You know, the way they talking about is social distancing, how the fuck am I go to a club now? You know what I mean?
Right.
So don't underestimate the next man's pockets, and as long as it's not tacky, you know what I mean?
Right.
Every song, Joe, man, I don't see that money in my cash app. Now, as long as it's like, yo, here's my cash app if you like what you hear when I'm doing, because there's plenty of times I'll be like, bing, I got 5. You know what I mean? I got
right.
5 on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. So absolutely.
Right. And I you know, that's the same thing for me. Like SNS, he'll send me a donation, and that's my man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, Choke, I respect what you be doing. Yo, here go $5. Here go $10. Here go $20. Whatever it may be. But he'll call me on the phone and we talk. You know what I'm saying? Or if we in the same city, we hang out. He ain't got to do that. And I was like shocked that he was donating, because I didn't even know it was him.
Oh.
SNS.
Oh, got you.
Like, I didn't even know he was donating to me.
No big deal about it. He was just hitting you up.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's love, though. You get what I'm saying? So nobody should have a problem. Like, I just ain't understand Kid Capri being salty about that.
Yeah, I did see him a little salty, and I didn't know what the backdrop, because I didn't hear the whole story. I was like, I'm like to myself, man, listen, everybody trying to get it, because right now you better learn an online skill. You know what I mean?
Hey, what you call it? Young Thug said he just lost $5 million in shows.
I can believe it. I can believe it. I can believe it. When you get your itinerary and see how many cities you running through and this and that, and then that shit get canceled, bro. Young Thug might be on here with me and you on the next show.
Right.
But it's cash app and shit.
Right.
It's crazy out here. So they're going to break a lot of people with this.
Right.
And I think they're going to remove the whole middle class. It's going to be those who have and everybody else. But if you don't learn a skill or have some online, maneuverability, shit, or maybe you wanted to start that cooking class, shit, motherfucker, you better start getting on it. Whatever it is, we got to start getting resourceful.
Right.
In this day and time, learn to cut some hair. You know, my man just told me about these mobile barbers. Shout out Red Pill. You know what I mean? He just said, yo, the mobile barbers are coming through now. You know what I mean? Touching you up if you need it. You know what I mean? So we got to get creative in this time so we can survive these times. You know what I mean? Because the anxiety that people are going to have from being stuck in the house, man, you know, it's going to be tough after a while. You know, I love being in the house. So I'm a house mouse, so this is nothing. But for those who like to get out and be in the mix, man, they having a hard time.
I know, man. I'm seeing people barbecuing in parking lots just to get out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, you got to, and if you a person that got 4 or 5 people in the house, Marlene, thanks for the donation. If you got 4 or 5 people in the house and all y'all don't get along,
oh, y'all starting to get on each other's nerve by now. Especially if you got like a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment, and everywhere I go, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? You start arguing about stupid shit. Get your foot off here. I hate the way niggas is finally getting a chance to learn their wife and meet her and shit, and really get to know. It's crazy.
Right.
This is you're gonna get to know the people, man. Absolutely. So.
Oh yeah. Either your relationship is gonna be stronger after this,
or worse.
Or yeah. Or y'all gonna break up as soon as the doors open.
As soon as the doors open, I'm out of this one. You know what I mean? So absolutely, yeah. True story.
Man, so how's your family doing on your end?
My family's great, man. Everybody is well. Like I said, a lot of my phone's been ringing just from friends and friends of friends who've made the transition. And again, I can't even properly grieve before my phone ring again. You know what I'm saying? Of somebody else. And, but my family is good. You know what I'm saying? Me and my son, we do the podcast on Thursdays. So we still focused on that and rocking. You know what I mean? But right. I'm on my colloidal silver. I'm on my black seed oil. I'm on my chaga mushrooms. I'm on all the shit I have to be on to survive this wave of shit. Right. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
You have to text me a list of some of them things you taking, because
Say no more.
Yeah.
That colloidal silver, bro, that shit get right into your lungs and start opening your shit up, because obviously this is some kind of biochemical shit going on, with this virus. Like, it's got a brain of its own. Like, the shit is racist now and shit. You know what I mean? It's attacking black people, and this shit is weird, man.
I don't think it's only attacking black people though.
Or that's the way they saying that shit. All of a sudden, when I look on the news, black people need to be careful. First, it was some Chinese shit. You know what I mean? And then it was funny because the Chinese people was complaining because Uber drivers wouldn't pick them up, and cabs was running by these motherfuckers. I said, now y'all know what it's like to be black. Talking about Uber drivers was picking up niggas. Like, nah. My homie, I'll take him to Brooklyn. I ain't fucking with y'all. You know what I mean? And now, all of a sudden, this shit got back to black people and shit. Shit is crazy.
They spun it. And because if you look in China, they kicking all the black people out, talking about they bringing it in there. They kicking them out their hotels, out of they Airbnbs, and they like, y'all got to go.
I saw that. So these are the rough times that we in, man. And when this is all said and done, we're going to learn a lot of things about a lot of people, man. You know what I mean? Because they trying to bring the vaccine down with that. You know what I mean? And make you take a vaccine and shit. You know what I mean? And it's getting crazy because if you are a essential worker or you work in the hospital, how can you refuse that? You know what I mean? So this shit is going to get crazy. And I don't even want to get into my conspiracy bag of fucking Bill Gates. And he don't have a medical degree. He ain't a fucking scientist. He ain't nothing. But yet his ass is the one leading the charge for vaccines. Nah, man, something ain't right. And he just said vaccines can be used to reduce the population. And I said, okay. And now he's saying, I'm working on the vaccine? Nah, black people, we all got to revolt, man. People got to do something.
Yeah, why is he working on the vaccine?
Say it again?
I said, why is he working on the vaccine?
That's my point. Well, I just found out his father was on the board of Planned Parenthood. I didn't know that. So his father's been into this eugenics shit for a while with Margaret Sanger and all of them to reduce the world population. So he's just following out his father's mission. You know what I mean? So we got to be very careful. I'm not for or against vaccines or any of that kind of stuff. I don't want to get into that argument. And people got to make their own choices. But we still got to look at the people who are driving this and what's their motive behind all this shit. What about the 1,300 CEOs who all resigned last month out of the clear blue sky?
What is that? How that right there?
That right there, exactly.
That right there is that's telling us something. I don't know what it is, but why are all of y'all stepping down at the same time? And y'all got these great ass jobs.
And they took payouts. They got their money. That means y'all knew something and y'all didn't tell the people. This shit just didn't spring loose. Y'all had to know something. 1,300 fucking CEOs of major corporations all packing their shit. Son, something ain't right. That means y'all knew something. They cashed out and now they acting, where the fuck are they at? You know what I mean? They acting like they don't know what's going on. Now something ain't right, man. And people got to use this time. Don't just the party and all of that. You got to get on that internet while you still can and start putting two and two together and at least ask some fucking questions.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ask questions.
Hey, you know, it's another thing that's been interesting is this indictment that everybody's talking about with all these celebrities on it, with Tom Hanks. Hey, even right now, people saying if you pay attention to Ellen, you could, if you go on Instagram, she probably gonna delete it now that I'm saying this if it get to her. She got on the ankle bracelet.
Right, and she's trying to cover it now. See, we saw some photos of it. It was clear that it was an indentation there on something. And then on the next photos, they changed her position. Like, so I don't really know, because I'm thinking, Choke, if this is a 90% recovery rate, why is the whole fucking world in the house? That's not, the flu killed more people. And not once have y'all shut down a fucking hood basketball game. Y'all shut the whole world down. And this is a 90% recovery rate. Something ain't adding up. Something is not adding up. And so all that indictment shit, the truth is stranger than fiction. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a lot. And I always tell people, the shit we deal with is to keep us occupied. There'll be another level of that shit where they be exchanging war, Trump against this one. It's the Democrats against the Republicans. Because even in this crisis, the Democrats are trying to make Trump look real bad. You know what I mean? I'm not a Trump fan, but I'm saying, and Trump and his people are trying to hold this shit off and do this and that. So there's wars among wars on so many levels, and we usually get the brunt of the shit. You know what I mean? And we usually be confused looking this way and some shit be going on that way. And when all the smoke is cleared, we go, well, how the fuck did that happen? Because we was on Instagram partying and shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got to pay attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Another thing that has been going on is a lot of people been seeing weird lights in the sky at night. Now, what you call it? Shout out to my man Yoda from the Organized Noise. The other day, he stepped out the studio like 4:30 in the morning. And this man ain't no kid. This man is very intelligent. This is why we call him, that's why his name is Yoda.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? If he's seeing it in the sky and he can't explain it, what the heck is going on, man?
Right. Absolutely. And another thing, now the skies are a little bit more clearer because it ain't no cars, it ain't no smog and all that shit. Now is the perfect time to step out your house at 3 in the morning and just look up. Don't do this shit. You know, we programmed to look down now into our cell phones. Now is the perfect time because we all got cameras now. And the footage I've been seeing is regular people going, yo, what the fuck is that? I saw the lights over Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Where the Luxor Hotel is, they got that big beam light that always beams coming out of that pyramid.
Right.
And it was shit flying around that. And when enough people looked at it, they turned the light off. I ain't never seen them turn that light out.
What?
Yes, this was last week I saw that shit. I was watching it live on somebody's phone, and they said, yo, what the fuck is all of them lights around that light? You can see it, and they turned the fucking light off in Vegas. And then I saw some dudes in Detroit just minding their business, and they look, and there's a whole bunch of shit going on in the sky. This is what I mean by it's a lot of shit going on that we are too preoccupied because they want us to stay in the house. I don't know why. If it was a 90% kill rate with the coronavirus, I get it. Stay in the house. It's the reverse. The shit is 90% people are recovering. 1 out of 1,000 people are technically dying if you don't watch the news because the news is fluffing shit up.
Right.
If you die of a heart attack, they're going corona.
Yeah.
If you get the flu, corona. You know what I'm saying? You get stabbed, they might go, where did he get stabbed? In his chest. That's corona. So they fluffing these numbers up. I heard they getting a little money from that. You know, the doctors and the hospital. I wouldn't be surprised. But there's a lot going on. Y'all shut down the economy? That don't make no, for some shit that's gonna kill less people than the actual flu? I ain't buying it, man. Yeah,
man. It's like, I feel like we all in, and at a certain time, things is being done.
Absolutely.
Whether if they putting the 5G towers up or putting them in the schools, that's why they got all the kids out the schools.
We're gonna find out soon. whenever they go back, if all of a sudden the schools are all laced with 5G, how the fuck did that happen? And I want to talk to my people about the 5G real quick, because we have a tendency to think it's one or the other, that it's got to be the virus, or it could be both. It could be that they shooting the nanoparticles in our bodies, and the 5G, which is a higher level of radiation, is fucking with people's ability to breathe. It could be all of this shit. So never throw nothing out with the bathwater. Keep everything on the table so that we don't get pigeonholed one way, and some celebrities tell, no, that 5G ain't real. I don't know. Wuhan put up 10,000 fucking 5G antennas, and that's where all of this shit started. So what the fuck happened there? And that's a fact. That is not speculation. That is a fact.
Right.
So what happened there? You know what I'm saying? You want to know about the unknown, you study the known, Lord. You know that.
Right.
Y'all put up 10,000 antennas, people are dropping like flies.
Right. Prior to that, y'all didn't have no problems.
Karate experts, we just lost a brother, Kalindi, from our hood. He was a karate master, respected health-wise. All of this shit gone. I got my man who don't drink, don't smoke, don't do none of that shit gone. So we can't even say it's just sick people or sickly people. This shit is like random. This shit is like tag, nigga. You it.
I know a 12-year-old girl that died from it.
Right. You was telling me earlier.
Yeah, so that age ain't got nothing to do with it.
Because 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we was laughing and saying, oh, black people can't get it. I don't know where that started from. No, black people can't get that shit. And now, look, the shit is just going across the board. Celebrities is getting it. Niggas in the hood is getting it. Everybody. So we just got to be diligent in how we move and operate until we get a sense of what's going on. But don't get caught looking left. Don't get caught looking left, nigga. You slipping.
Right.
Look left and right. You know what I'm saying? Balance it all out. Trump and them niggas ain't got no mask on.
Never. And they all, and no social distancing on the stage.
Right. And me, I look like, wait a minute, I see these niggas trying to tell us something. They ain't got no mask, no nothing. They just like, yo, make sure y'all stay apart. What the fuck are y'all on that we don't have? What kind of medicine y'all niggas getting? Where, you know what I mean? You supposed to look like the people. And you supposed to be out here like, yo, this shit is real.
Right. But I guess in the White House, it don't affect them, huh?
Right. I guess that's that White House shit. Because I'm like, and the people on the news, they don't even look fucking worried. They go from a tragic story to, oh, so-and-so's baking muffins. Let's go to Bob. I'm like, yo, this shit is not adding up, man.
And even them, no mask, no glasses on, and they all still sitting around the table reporting the news.
Right.
Now, here's an interesting thing that I'll send you the link when I get off if you don't know about it. I went and researched radiation with the people, right? And what comes up is, what came up was a video 10 years ago. Remember when in Japan they had the nuclear leak? One of the plants and they had a radiation leak, right?
Yes.
I started looking at the video. As soon as the joint started playing, you know what it looks like right now? All the people in Japan walking around with masks on, and the dudes over there using the thing to check their temperatures. It looks exactly right now. And they ain't talking about no flu. They saying radiation.
That's interesting. Yes, I'm gonna get on it.
I'm going to send you that. As soon as you see, and then the news reporter is going around to the markets, and he's using a Geiger counter, and he's putting it on the bananas and stuff, and you're seeing the radiation go up in the food.
In the food, yes. I forget what that event was called, but it fucked up the fish. It fucked up a lot of shit, and they started still selling that fish. A lot of that fish came over here. Because, you know, the Chinese don't throw nothing away, no disrespect.
Right.
Everything food over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, and one time I was even eating in a Chinese restaurant. I ain't ate in a Chinese restaurant in years, Lord. But one time I was eating, I think I ordered like the General Chow. You know what I'm saying? And I sat down to eat this shit, Lord. And I gave that shit back to myself. This ain't chicken. I just walked out. You know how you taste something? I was like, I've been eating chicken my whole fucking life. This ain't chicken. I didn't want my money back. I just gave them their shit back. And they, why you out? I said, nah, y'all can have this shit. I'm out of here. And that was it, man. Crazy shit going on. So everything is food over there. Rats, cats, birds, because they're overpopulated.
Right.
So, they put sauces and mix that shit and remix that shit. Then they bring them same skills over here and feed that shit to us. I've been in the hood for years. I've never seen like a chicken truck delivered to the Chinese restaurant. You know how McDonald's, the Big Mac, the trucks pull up.
Yeah.
It's always that man in a station wagon, bringing in the fucking chow mein and whatever the meat is.
Right.
Real talk.
Unless they just going to like a farmer's market and getting it wholesale, but it definitely ain't looking like no Restaurant Depot or, Purdue is not pulling up in front of the joint, giving them a delivery.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
So we all gonna have to change the way we eat. We're gonna have to change the way we think a little bit. See, when people think immune system, they just think you're physical. Our mental immune system has to change. That's why I tell people, stop watching all the negativity on the TV, because that shit will drive you crazy. Stop listening to all these rappers with toxic messages during this time and shit and kill and ass and murder and crack cocaine. Stop. We going to the next level. Everybody gotta go 2.0 in their life, whatever that 2.0 is.
Right.
Might be health for one person, might be get their business started for somebody else, could be a relationship. But this is a time to reflect on all that, man, because it's getting crazy out here. Because your phone can ring at any given time, and you find out somebody you love just didn't make it. You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
My daughter lost her grandfather.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
My condolences.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that was yesterday. They buried him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yesterday or day before yesterday. Yeah. So it's real. It's definitely real. And he was one of two people, close to me outside of my cousin, that they both went to Harlem Hospital, and they both died in Harlem Hospital.
Wow. And I'm hearing in the hospitals, don't quote me on this, that the way they're using the ventilators is wrong. It's putting too much pressure on people's chests. They already can't breathe because, the lungs are restricted. And I hear the way they're using these ventilators is just wrong. And it's not by design. It's just they got so many people that they're caring for. And then I heard the doctors got to make executive decisions. Like, he don't look like he's going to make it. We need that bed. Boom, he out. Bring somebody else in. So if you can avoid the hospitals, you want to avoid the hospitals at all costs. That has to be your last resort. Like, you can't deal with it no more. Your lungs is filled. Also, if your lungs get filled, this is talking to the people, you're going to have to learn to sleep upright because it buys you more time. And you're talking to somebody who knows. My lungs used to be filled all the time, right before I lost my kidneys and shit. And I had to literally sleep upright, or if I laid down, I would drown. So you got to understand this shit is real. You know what I mean? So these are some of the techniques that you can use along with, your colloidal silver. Get you a nebulizer, one of them little breathing pieces, put that colloidal silver in there with that water and just breathe that shit in every other hour, you know what I'm saying, to clear your lungs. Take that black seed oil, that shit tastes like death. I'm going to keep it a buck. That shit tastes, if you want to know what death tastes like, take a spoon of that motherfucking black seed oil. That shit tastes like death. But when it goes through your system, you're starting to build up your immune system. Of course, vitamin C and other things you can do. But if you don't build up your mental immune system, it's not going to matter because all is mental. You're going to still draw negative shit to you. So get your news in the morning, a few minutes. Okay, that's what's going on. And maybe, not right before bed because you can take that shit with you into your dream world. So, get a piece of news and let it go, man. Get on the gram and, find some positive things, or people who are trying to decode this shit and break this shit down. Follow them because they got them home remedies that now that shit is important, because your favorite rapper can't help you right now, but I bet the herbalist could. You know what I'm saying? I bet the herbalist, his phone is ringing off the hook. The herbalist phone is ringing like, yeah, remember that shit you was telling me? Now
now they believe him, right?
You know what I mean? So this is their time. So respect and honor your herbalists and the people who've been trying to forewarn you about this shit? Because it's their time now when your favorite rapper with his feet kicked up with 20 grand on the table, like the Blunt saying, I'm going to wait it out. You know what I mean? And, you know, it is what it is. So now take your inventory. Where these niggas at? Choke, where these niggas at? I don't hear them. I don't see them.
Cricket. Wait, hold on. Black Dot got cut off. Let me call him real quick. See if you want to go back on the gram, or we could just talk right here on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that gave me donations. You know, I usually shout you out, but I ain't want to cut the brother off while he was talking. You know, thanks for everybody for the cash app. Thanks for everybody for the super chat. I think, let me just try to go back on Instagram Live. Maybe he'll come back on. 1 second, y'all. That hour went kind of fast. An hour went kind of fast. I think we're going to stay on for maybe like, let me see if he come back in. We're probably going to stay on for like, oh, he just tried to call me. Oh, there you go. Yo.
Peace, God. It was 1 hour. That was it.
Yeah, you want to go back on? Or we could. I'm on YouTube. We can talk over the phone.
Oh, okay. Now you know what? Let the people hold that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we'll get back. You know, and really get this thing popping.
All right, cool. So, all right, I'm gonna talk to the people on YouTube for a second. I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right.
All
right, cool. Yeah. What up? Yeah, so that was Black Dot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, Urban X. Shout out to his son, his whole family. We're going to do this again another time. You know, he getting ready for the Primo and them battle. You know, I'm going to do the same. I think I need to run to the liquor store real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to drink and and party. You know what I'm saying? With Primo and RZA. But I'm going live on YouTube for this, for the Primo and RZA battle. So all my YouTube people, if you don't got Instagram and you want to watch it live with me and party with me, I'll be back on at 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? But I need to run to the liquor store. Thank all of y'all for tuning in for me and Black Dot chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back at 9 p.m. I will be back at 9 p.m. Shout out to Bumpy Knuckles in the building. Freddie Fox, what up? Shout out to everybody that tuned in on Instagram for this one. You know, I seen there's over 1,000 people in there. I appreciate y'all. There's way over 1,000 people in on YouTube right now. We just here to educate y'all. You know, I'm sorry if I felt it gave y'all a little negative energy or I was too hostile early on Instagram. But, you know, I care for the people. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I had $1 billion, trust me, y'all, I'll be running around doing something different. If you don't believe me, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But when that thing happened to me and I got jumped, my homie, and he had to cut me that check, ask the people in Edenwald what I did. I came up there, went to Foot Locker, me and my man George Robles. We spent about 10 grand in sneakers and shoes. And we put them out and we put them all in the basketball court and Edenwald in the big park. And I made all the kids shoot free throws. If you hit or you missed, you still got a pair of free sneakers for the first day of school. That's what I did when I got the bread. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell me, yo, what are you doing? Because I took that nigga money and gave it right to the hood for a bunch of broke people, or even if they had it. You know what I'm saying? I took that money and I put it right back in my projects. So don't ever tell me about what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Because soon as that nigga gave me his money, I gave it right back to my hood. All right? 10 grand out of my own pocket. And shoes, and I gave them away. And the only reason I made them shoot free throws, so everybody went bum rushing and it'd be chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Just sort it out. Shout out to George. You know what I'm saying? My man Guess One. You know what I'm saying? But Look, man, I got to run in the liquor store. I love y'all. I will be back at 9 o'clock, all right? Truth be told, all day, every day, even on your birthday. Y'all get ready, man. DJ Primo, bring it to him, Primo. Bring it to him, Primo. Bring it to him, Primo. I love RZA too, though. I love RZA. I love RZA just as much as Primo, but Primo, my man. And I got to make a choice. So I'm going with Primo, yo. But y'all be ready, man. I got to run to the liquor store. I love y'all. Peace and love, man. I'll holler at y'all in a second, man. All right? One love. Hey, yo, just in case y'all didn't know, D. Haven joint is out. The Marcy Mays series. The documentary is out on VOD. I think it's on Vimeo on demand. So y'all check that out over the weekend. I'm going to watch it too. And then I'm going to do a review on that. You know what I'm saying? But I see y'all. See y'all 9 o'clock. Shout out D. Haven. One love, y'all. See y'all in a second. You too. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for all the donations. You know what I'm saying? Here's a little something for the fellas to until I get back. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. It's real in the field.